Well, people, I told you all how my seasons usually go in yesterday's episode, if yesterday was not a Wednesday. But if you missed the episode, if not, didn't look at it because it didn't look appealing to you, I understand, I respect your decision. Here's the TLDR. Matter of fact, I don't even know what TLDR stand for, but anyway, my seasons happen like this. For the first 2.5 weeks, I get destroyed. Why? Because sweats are everywhere trying to climb to the top of the seasonal leaderboard. Then, I catch my rhythm. I start hitting my stride. Then, at the end of the season, I start being a bit, miraculous, if you will. An old-looking person that I am not going to shoot at because they are on the move. Right now, at the time of this your voice recording, it's a Friday. And the season drops the next Tuesday. That's right, I have 5 whole days until a new season. Now, if you put 2 and 2 together, then you're smart. You're loyal. I appreciate you. Welcome to ANNIKEN, the map where you can see as far as you want to if you have some good eyesight. And that's a really big if. Like I tell you all in this sort of game, nothing moves but people. I mean, sure, fireworks, but they shoot up, not to the left and right. You know. And until the developers make a moving decoy, rest assured that if you see something moving from left to right or horizontally across your, well, line of sight, line of vision, yeah, it's a person. It's up to you whether you want to deal with them or not. So we're going to run to the center island here because, well, center island. And also, we've seen people, or a guy, but nothing's happening. And I don't know why that is. Or I guess why nobody's shooting. It's better to just loiter in the middle of the map because whenever something does go down, then I can react to it accordingly. But you see, nothing's happening. Until now. I don't know if you noticed or not, but homeboy was prone, and he was not facing me. So what does that tell you? Well, he was facing somebody, it just wasn't me. Because why else would you be prone immediately after hitting the detector? This is why I run toward this side of the island and try to look and see if I see anybody. Which I don't. But I do hear shots in that direction. Now, do not get me wrong, people. Do not get me wrong, as I see a whole other guy. No, that's the same dude from before, at the very start of the match. Yeah, he just made out that yellow house. Only just now. But back to what I was saying, though. Don't get it twisted, people. I still do not like sitting in one area for a very long time. And I'm here to tell you, that was the only amount you'll ever see me on that island for the rest of your video. Okay? So, putting that out there. Now, the more immediate attention grabber is a mortar strike that happened in front of me. Mortar strikes are called by a person who sees another person. What I just told you was there is 2 people nearby. At least one sees one guy and the other, well, he's close by. Okay, well, that's the mortar E, aka the guy who received the mortar. So the mortar-er, sounds awfully like murderer, but the mortar-er is right there. And I'm gonna try my luck. And I miss. But I don't know if it can tell or not, because I'm talking over it. But his gun and mine sound the same. People, he has an M82 just like me. So in order for me to not get my body armor taken off as well as all my health points, I'm gonna stop shooting. Plus, he was shooting at somebody else. So you know what? If he's shooting at someone else, let him keep shooting. Because all he's doing right now is that he's telling me that I'm not alone. And this might be twisted and backwards, but that's actually comforting to hear. Folks, you ever been in a match where it's like, I don't know if I'm alone or not, and you actually like own pins and needles trying to figure out if you're alone? And that's when the sound of detectors, towers, mortar strikes, gunshots, all of that comes into play. Folks, I'll tell you this, or I haven't said this in a while, but a quiet map is the most deadly map. Let me say that one more time. A quiet map is a deadly map. The map where you hear everybody shooting, nah, you should feel safe in that. And I know that sounds backwards. I know. But it's the quiet map that you got to be aware of. Think about it. If you have, I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent here, but it might be related. Also, I'm going to put a transmitter back here. If you have yourself and 7 other players, and all 7 of those players are sweats, you're going to hear ports. Well, not hear ports. You're going to get ported. You're going to hear shots. You're going to hear grenades. You're going to hear mortar strikes. You know you are not alone. But when you have yourself and 7 other new players, all of which have weapons, and you don't hear a single sound, you don't know if they're here. You don't know if they're gone. You don't know if they're in the bush. You don't know if they're hitting any kind of safe. You don't know if they're camping. You won't know until you walk up to an exit and see crows. See what I'm saying? And there you go. Whole time safe. Whole time safe. So yes, I'm going to take my small black ass right over here and see what I can hear. Let me just put my ear against this here wood. That, my dear people, is, I repeat, or I'm going to repeat, the oldest, most easiest mistake to use. Just because you hit the detector, that don't mean speed breaker gets activated and the entire map slows down. No, you can still die. Matter of fact, if you sit still in front of the detector after using it, if someone misses you, they can't aim worth shit. Because that's the easiest shot in this here game known to man. The absolute easiest shot. So, don't do it like I did. Please don't. If anything, here's how you use a detector. I'm going to tell you how. You walk up to it, run around in circles, hold X or square, or whatever console you own, hit it, get information, and like, when I say get information, I mean, the game says you now know where everyone is, run to the nearest bush.
The plane is near. Get ready for the airdrop.
Run to the nearest bush, if not the nearest house. Go prone in said house or in said bush. Crawl forward a few inches, then open your map. Yes, I know, some time will have passed where you can see everybody, but I'm sitting here and I'm telling you, and you see, just now, that little bit of time is worth your life. Or it's not worth your life, I mean. So, do with that information what you will. Hold on. Yes, I know, the plane just flew overhead, but do you hear that? Hear that? He stopped shooting. I heard shots. Right over here, in this direction. And you know what's over here in this direction? That one dude that I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop shooting because we got the same weapon and I don't want to get hit one time and have my entire life taken from me.
You have proved yourself as a killer. But will you stay alive when others know where you are?
Let me get this straight. This man was in a gunfight, if not a sniper battle, if you will. I sincerely don't know. He was in a gunfight for the entire time that I went to the time safe, and a detector found the guy, shot the guy, came back, and he's still there. People, this is why I tell you all, I do not like to sit in one spot for a very long time. And on top of that, say it with me, gunshots attract players, no matter the caliber of player or the caliber of bullet. It don't matter. Gunshots will attract players. I sit here and I tell you all that. And there's your proof in the pudding. It don't matter if they have no weapon or not, especially if they have no weapon. Because people know that out of every gunfight there emerges a winner. And you never know. That winner might have left their, how can I say this? Their reward behind. And you know what they say? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Wait a minute. I have no fuel. Am I screwed? I'm screwed. Fuel and nails. I don't got either. I can't leave. Well, time to put back on the objective. You know. And now we gotta run across the entire map. Because let's face it, where can I find fuel on a map which is basically ice and dirt and snow? I mean, sure, I can look behind me, but I'll be cornering myself. And if I don't find fuel, guess what? Coffin corner. And if you know NFL kickoff or the kickoff play of NFL, then you will know all about the coffin corner. Yeah. So here we go. Myself being a threat on Anakin. Extended stay. Not a hotel. Not a hotel at all. Rather, hostile islands. Developers, if you end up watching my video, there are 3 things, guaranteed 2, but there are 3 things that I want to thank you for. Number 1, radiation grenades. Love them to pieces. Number 2, and you're looking right at it, locking exits on Anakin. Dog, the amount of times that I've had near misses on this here map in terms of escaping because I didn't think to check to see if it had the resources required to leave. We need more of that. We don't need, I don't know, more cosmetics. We don't need that. What we need is improvements upon actual gameplay. That's what we need. We don't need fucking 42069 Snoop Dogg pack of the future Cyberpunk 2077. We don't need that. What we need is a bit of spice and variety to the gameplay. But back to my original point though, putting exits on Anakin, yes. Yes, and I still say this to the day that I stop making videos. Anakin is the best map in the game. Because it forces you to play the game for what it actually is. You can't camp on Anakin. I mean, you can in that little red barn, but guess what? One radiation grenade and your entire plan falls to shit. You can camp in this here lighthouse, sure, but guess what? One radiation grenade at the bottom of the lighthouse, if not the middle of the lighthouse too. Oh yeah, you just cornered yourself. Good luck trying to escape. And the third and final thing I want to say thank you for, I forgot, so that's why I said guaranteed too. Like I said, folks, at the end of the season, I'll start hitting my stride. But for every valley, there's a peak, and for every peak, there's a valley. This was nice. I bet you enjoyed it. I hope you did. But in 5 days' time, a brand new season is going to arrive upon this here game. And like I said in yesterday's video, this game will not be playable for about a good 2 to 2.5 weeks. Because all the sweats are going to come back, all the ports are going to come back, and all the caffeine and stem charges are going to come back. Bring some transmitters and jammers. You're going to need them. You are going to need them. Especially if this next season, which I don't know the theme of, has any kind of gun plan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So this was my escape from Anakin. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.